If you think that men care about compatibility, you're crazy. If men cared about compatibility, they wouldn't be 57 trying to date 18, 19, 20-year-olds. They do not care about compatibility. What men care about is what you can do for them and how you are going to benefit them. And for the record, I think what happened to this young woman is absolutely terrible. And because men are such good liars and so good at using other people, this can actually be really, really difficult to catch unless you know the true nature of men. Because even her video of this incident has very clear proof that they were at least in some ways compatible. They were enjoying doing the same activities. They seemed really like happy, content, comfortable together. And it's very easy, especially as a young woman, to be fooled into these 3, 5, 8-year relationships where you think everything is fine and great and you're heading towards marriage. It's taking a little bit longer, but that's okay, da da da. And all of a sudden, this man just dumps you overnight and goes and marries somebody else within 3 to 6 months. But I really need you to understand how little this has to do with compatibility at all. To a lot of men, women don't represent companions. They represent appliances. The reason that women fall for this is because not a lot of us want to admit men's true nature to ourselves. Men are social climbers. Men respond very well to hierarchy. They're very submissive. The only people that honestly they're concerned about being compatible with is other men. That's why oftentimes when men come into money or promotions and they become part of like a higher level boys club, they'll often trade in their wife to match the wives of those other men. Men do not care about being compatible with you. They care about being compatible with other men and using you as a status symbol in order to achieve that compatibility. The reason why it's so easy for them to do these things, like break up with you, like days or weeks after you uprooted and left your entire life behind to accommodate like his wishes and his visions for the future, that was your purpose in his life. There's a lot of men see themselves as the main character and they literally do plan these things out. Oh, this will just be my college girlfriend that I had before I met my real wife. Or this will be my starter wife. She's good enough for now. I need y'all to understand that this is calculated. Men know when they don't like you, when they don't love you, when they don't want to marry you, because they'll spend 3, 4, 5, 8 years in a relationship with you without making any type of commitment like that. Especially once you're out past college, unless you have, extenuating circumstances or you made this as like an informed decision at the beginning of a relationship. I'm not saying it's like 100% accurate, but I'm saying a lot of women who really want to get married, who have kind of nothing holding them back, whose partners maybe started out talking a lot about marriage and settling down together and like whatever, then they're confused when he doesn't propose at all for the next 3, 5, 8 years. And then they're even more confused when after dedicating all of that time and care and investing in this man and like moving across the country for him, etc., he can just dump you overnight like that. That's because that was the plan all along. The plan was always to dump you eventually. He just didn't know when, but he didn't mind hanging around till then. It's free access for men to a lot of things, right? Even besides just sex. Like if you were paying bills with him 50-50, like if you were investing in things for him, like healthy lifestyle, women also give men social status. In fact, having a girlfriend for a lot of men is a way that they become more sought after by other women, right? At some point, it becomes like a red flag if a guy has never dated anybody before, and men know this, and so they'll just have like a practice girlfriend. If at the end of all of it he broke up with you, the worst part about that means he literally squeezed you for every last drop, for every single thing that you could have possibly brought to the table. He squeezed you dry, he wrung you out, and he tossed you aside, and he's ready to move on to the next. Just know that compatibility was never part of it at all. Especially after these like long relationships, it's very, very likely that the next woman he ends up with is actually going to be the very opposite of his long-term ex-girlfriend. Because that woman is what he wanted all along. And they'll probably have even less in common because men don't care about that. They don't care about being compatible with you. They'll be like, oh, opposites attract. They just use that as an excuse to gaslight you into not realizing that you have been used and discarded in the worst possible way in order for him to have his little main character arc. Stay safe out there, ladies. I love you so much.